Hey guys, let me bring you a little PSA for today. Do not allow yourself to tell yourself what you cannot do. Let me say it again. Do not allow yourself to tell yourself what you cannot accomplish. And don't allow anyone else to tell you what you cannot do. Remember, you can do anything that you want to do if you sit down and you make a plan, you be consistent, okay? You believe in yourself, you be confident in yourself, you exercise some self-control and some discipline, and I promise you, you can do anything. I mean anything that you want to do if you put the plan in place. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Katina and I am the creator of Live Life Learn. I created this channel because I am on a debt-free journey and I wanted to share with you guys my experience. I wanted to simply share my ups and downs on this journey and just to kind of provide a little bit of insight on what it feels like to be on a debt-free journey. And hopefully I am inspiring others to do the same. So if this is something that you're interested in, these sort of videos of debt-free journeys, how to get out of debt, how to get your finances straight from a beginner's perspective, well, this is the place to be. So I come to you guys today, just super excited, first of all, okay? Y'all know I must be excited, I'm standing, okay? I am not sitting, I'm actually standing. But I just simply wanted to bring you guys some updates and some information today before I hop off to work. I just wanted to say thank you guys, first of all, for subscribing to my channel. I truly appreciate y'all's support. I just am overwhelmed with the support and the comments. Good or bad, honey. I'm excited about the comments. Happy to read them. Happy to provide a little input, a little thank you. Whatever I can do to uplift and inspire somebody. Okay, so let me get to the point of this particular video that it won't be long, I don't think. But I wanted to come to you guys today and share with y'all some exciting news. So as of May 16th, all right, I paid off my car. Yay! Oh my God, you guys, I finally paid off this long ass car contract, okay? I am super excited because you guys, I have had this car, let's see, I think this was like a 60-month contract for my loan for my car. Too damn long, okay? And back in the day when I purchased my car that long ago, I really wasn't thinking about how long the length of time I wanted this loan to be. When I purchased my car, I just was really concerned about like the car note and the interest rate. I wanted a decent interest rate and my credit was not popping, okay? It was not all that popping when I purchased my car. So I think my interest rate was like 6%. It was not low. I'm being very honest and transparent. And the reason why is because, y'all, I had so much debt. I had a high debt to income ratio. And so therefore, because I had a high debt to income ratio and my interest rate was higher, my credit score was lower, I was subjected to this 6% interest rate, okay? I'm just being honest with y'all, all right? But my car note was like $270 and I felt like I could handle that car note with the rest of my bills as well, with my mortgage and my credit cards and everything damn else bill related. I felt like I can handle that. So I went on ahead and agreed to the terms and conditions of that contract many moons ago. All right, so here I am paying this car note, y'all, for forever. I felt like it was just forever. But it wasn't until I started my debt-free journey that I was like, girl, you have got to get rid of this car note somehow. So actually, initially, the car note was really not a factor when I started my debt-free journey. My goal when I started my debt-free journey was to eliminate my credit card balances. That was the whole goal because everything was maxed out. All of my credit cards were pretty much, except 2 of them, was maxed out. So my goal was to eliminate my credit card debt. That was the main purpose of the journey, and I did that. I'm still working on it, y'all. I ain't done yet, but I will be soon. But that was really the main goal, was to eliminate the credit card debt and just simply focus solely on that alone. So I started paying down my credit card debt as fast as I could, bringing in extra income and things like that. So I decided, I think, actually in March this year, I really started thinking about how much of a pain in my ass this car note was. Okay. I was just so frustrated because I was like, okay, I'm tired of this car note. And honestly, y'all, it was actually due to be paid off in December of this year. So December of this year would have been the end of my car note. But oh no, I was like, I can't, I cannot, I just can't do it. I cannot go all the way to the end of the year with this car note because I'm tired, okay? I'm tired of making these payments. I was never late with my car notes, been on time with it. But here's the thing. I've always paid the minimum balance. I never paid a dime more, maybe a couple of pennies more, but I never really paid extra. So that kind of slowed down my progress too in terms of getting my car paid off quick enough. So what happened was once I decided, like around in March or whatever, that I really wanted to expedite the payoff of my car. I no longer wanted to deal with this car note in its present state. I did not have the bandwidth, the mental bandwidth to take this car payment to its maturity date, which was the end of December of this year. And I said, girl, we're gonna have to figure something out. So that's when I started thinking about how I could best pay this car off as fast as I could, right? I'm like, how could I do this quickly? Because I ain't got time for December with this car note. So what I decided to do is take a look at my credit card debt payoff plan to see where I was at, to kind of gauge where I was at in this process. And I really hope y'all can hear me. Side note, I am still working on a mic. Okay, I think I found one. But anyway, back to the subject matter. I decided to come up with a plan on how I can expedite paying off this car payment. Now, I believe I put into motion in April. Yes, I decided April was the month that I was going to start to pay off my car, like really aggressively, like aggressively paying the car off. Because, y'all, remember, I'm tired. So I decided to take the payoff. I was looking at like my payoff, like almost like every week, and to see what it was. Because, you know, it fluctuates because when you have like a car payment and many loans, it accrues interest on a daily basis. All right. So the payoff was never the same. All right. Because if I didn't pay it off that day or within the time frame the lender provided, you know, it changes. Okay. It changes because the interest is still accruing on the loan. And so I was like, in April, I was like, it's time. It is time to get serious and just come up with a feasible plan and go ahead, excuse me, go ahead and pay my car off. And so I decided in April, I was going to make large payments, right? So I divided the balance of my car payment into 3 parts. And I decided that I needed to pay almost $1,000 a month for the next 3 months to pay my car off. So in April, I think I made a payment, I want to say of like, gosh, I want to say like $985, something like that. I don't remember, but it was around that amount, $985. And then in, let's see, is this May? Yeah, no, in March, I made a payment of $985. In April, I made $1,000 payment. And then this month, y'all, on the 16th, I made my final payment, and I believe it was like $989, something like that. Because I looked at what the payoff amount was, and I believe it told me that the payoff was $989. So I used my secondary income to pay off my car. I shifted my priorities with my credit card debt and stuff like that, paying it off. I shifted the priorities and decided to put the bulk of my secondary income into paying off my car. And so when I got paid for my second job, I pretty much took that whole check and paid and put it towards my car payment. So what I would do is I get paid every 2 weeks. So I would just save the first and second check, bring them together in harmony and just make one big bold payment. So that's how I did it, y'all. I just simply stepped my game up And I literally just decided that I was going to just make these bold payments 3 times and be done. So, how did I do it? First and foremost, I decided that I was going to think about how I was going to pay it off. First of all, I got a plan intact, all right? Once I got that plan intact, I decided to get my mindset right. I decided to solely focus on paying off this car in conjunction with paying off the rest of my bills. So I did that as well. None of my bills suffered as a result of that. I just decided that I was going to simply focus on paying this car off so I can get it over with. The next thing that I had to do to pay off my car so quickly, I had to become uncomfortable. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Sometimes you're going to be uncomfortable to get somewhere, okay? Sometimes you got to step outside of your comfort zone and you got to put yourself in an uncomfortable position for success. And that's exactly what I did. So I set in my mind, y'all, that I was going to be uncomfortable for a bit. I was like, girl, you're about to be uncomfortable. And indeed, I was. I was so uncomfortable, y'all, making these big payments because I was thinking, you know, I could be paying off this credit card right over here because the balance is much lower than what the balance is on my car note or my balance of my car loan. And that like one of these payments will take care of one credit card all on its own, right? But I decided that that's not what I wanted at that moment, like within this phase right here, right? And that I can always go back to my credit card payoff plan. Now that I'm done with my car payment, I can. But y'all, I had to become very uncomfortable. And that's what I learned a lot during those 3 months of being uncomfortable, right? Or almost 3 months of being uncomfortable. I just simply had to buckle down and just ride the wave because I knew that if I was uncomfortable for a little while, that it was okay. Okay, so long as I had my basic necessities and we had food to eat in this house and we had our mortgage and things like that paid and our basic utilities paid, that we were going to be all right. Because I was making such big payments, right? It was very sacrificial for me, if you will. So just simply putting myself in an uncomfortable position, really focusing quite a bit, like laser focus on this goal that I had ahead of me. I was revisiting my goal like twice, maybe 3 times a month, making sure I stayed on track, making sure that I was on target with paying off my car and just really being uncomfortable. Honestly, y'all, it was not easy. It really, really wasn't easy. But let me tell y'all, when I got to May, I didn't know if I was going to I did not know if I was going to make it, y'all. I really didn't. May just came in and was like, I was nervous. Because I was tired. And I just remember praying like, God, you know what? Listen, I'm tired. I want this over with. You know, I'm just taking all this money from my second job and just really putting it hard on this car payment. But you have to do what you got to do, okay? You really do have to do what you got to do if you want to get somewhere. If you're trying to achieve a goal, you got to be ready to be uncomfortable. You really have to be ready to be uncomfortable. You have to be ready to be consistent. You have to be disciplined. You have to have some self-control. And you got to be ready to give something up so that you can get where you need to be, okay? And this was temporary for me. So I felt like although I was uncomfortable, I was giving things up, you know, I had a goal. I really had a goal. And my goal was to pay this car note off early. So once I made that payment on the 16th, I was so excited, y'all. I was driving down the street screaming, okay, just screaming and just so grateful that I had finished it. Because when I got paid from my second job, y'all, I hurried up and paid that car payment so fast, you know, and I'm just super grateful and thankful that it is over. I actually paid it off 7 months and 15 days early. Yes. So I paid my car off. I'm looking at my little board here. I paid it off 7 months. Hold on. Here it is. Boom. Boom. It's right here. Right there for y'all. I paid it off 7 months and 15 days early on the 16th. So I am so happy. If I could give anybody any sort of inspiration or words of encouragement, it would be that don't allow yourself to listen to yourself sometimes. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes you can discourage yourself by saying the following: I'm not sure if I can do that. Okay. I know that I had such a bad habit of saying that to myself. I don't know if I can do that. And once I planted that seed of doubt in my head of, I don't know if I can do that, most times I didn't do that. So you have to be careful what you say to yourself. You have to be careful not to doubt your own abilities, because we are our own worst critics, okay? We can either tell ourselves we can, or we can literally just tear shit up by not believing in ourselves, right? So I decided that I was not going to put that energy out there into the universe. I was not going to tell myself that I could not. I changed my language, and instead of saying, I don't know how I'm going to do that, I started saying to myself, let's figure out a way to get this done. Let's sit down and figure out a feasible plan to get this done. So that's exactly what I did, y'all. I changed my mindset. I changed my language. I stopped saying, I don't know how I'm going to do that. And I started saying to myself, let's figure out a plan to do that. Okay. That's exactly what I did. So I encourage y'all to be sure that you be careful on how you speak about things that you want to do. You don't want to sow that seed of doubt. You don't want that foundation that you've created to be a doubtful foundation, okay? And if it's a foundation of doubt, it's going to break apart. It's not going to stand, okay? So be sure that you plant in a seed of success, okay, no matter how hard it gets, because this was very hard for me. It was not easy at all. I worked so hard. I took a couple of extra shifts at work. I was doing whatever I could do within my means to do this shit and pay it off early. So what I'm saying is, you want to make sure you create a foundation, a vocal foundation of success, of positivity with your words. No matter how hard it get, you already know that it's not going to be easy. Okay. Few things in life are easy when you're trying to get something done, but you have to make up in your mind that you're going to do this thing no matter what. So that starts with your language. It starts with making sure that you already know that there's going to be some obstacles. So you have to kind of change your language up, and do not say, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I have no idea. That's doubt. Okay. From the start, just simply say, you know what? I want to do this right here. Let me figure out a plan on how I'm going to do it. Let me figure out a feasible way that's not going to stress me out. And if I do get stressed, I'm going to deal with that too. But let me figure out a way that I can make this happen, because I know that I can make this happen. Let me give myself a reasonable time frame, a reasonable deadline on which I'm going to start the project and end the project, on whatever it might be, right? On whatever it might be. So watch how you speak to yourself, talk to yourself and encourage yourself. And when things get rough, acknowledge that it's rough. I did. I wasn't like, trying to play no games or whatever. I wasn't trying to psych myself out. I acknowledged when things got rough to myself. I really did. I would pray and be like, oh my gosh, you know what? This is getting a bit much this month. But I stayed consistent. I stayed firm and stood firm on my foundation. I didn't doubt my abilities. I told myself, girl, yes, it's hard, but you can do this. You're going to do this. You're going to finish this. All right. You're going to finish this by the date that you had planned to finish it. And so indeed I did. So I just wanted to encourage you guys. How long am I into this video? 18 minutes. I just wanted to encourage you guys to just, whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. I listen. I have not always had this mindset. I really haven't. I've been a doubter of myself for a long time, until I got on this debt-free journey. Okay, and when I started paying things off and I saw the progress I was making, I started to conclude that I can do anything I wanted to do. It would take some time to do it. So long as I had a plan, so long as I had a strong foundation, so long as I changed my mindset, I knew that I could do it. So I'm hoping to encourage someone today. If you're trying to pay something off, if you want something paid off quickly and you want to be aggressive in paying it off, or you just simply want to pay something off, even if you're not being aggressive with paying it off, you can do it. Don't doubt yourself. Do not tell yourself or ask yourself, how are you going to do it? I don't know how I'm going to do it. Don't do that. You go ahead and really get into a quiet space and ask yourself, what plan am I going to come up with to make this thing happen? I need to devise a plan, and what does that look like? Because I know that I can do it if I have a plan in place with some timelines in place. All right. And you already know that you're going to have to make yourself uncomfortable. Okay. You know, when you have on them tight pants, like I got on right now, because I put on some weight because I was emotionally eating. Okay. So they're a little tight around the waist right here. They a bit tight, but you know, they still fit. I can still breathe, but you know, you have to get uncomfortable in these situations when you're trying to do something, because I'm telling you, the short-term feeling of being uncomfortable, you know, it is what it is. But the benefits and the success of it long-term outweighs the uncomfortability of things, you know. So I'm super excited about this, not having a car note no more. And in case you're wondering, will I be getting a new car? Hell no. Hell no. I have no desire, y'all, to get a new car. My car is just fine. And of course, she's old or whatever. Okay, she's a 2014 Nissan, but that's okay. She's still running and everything like that. And I need to take her in to get some repairs and stuff. But guess what? That's a one-hit wonder, okay? I'm not worried about that. I'll get the repairs done actually starting next week. The little repairs that she needs done, she's going to get taken care of, right? I'm going to keep up with the maintenance on my car. I'm going to do that. She's in good condition. My personal property taxes are real low because of her age. Okay, she's old school, but she runs well. Okay, she runs well. I had an extended warranty on my car that just expired, so I got a lot of the major work done on it with Nissan before it expired. So there's just some little things that has popped up with the car, just traditional like maintenance work that needs to be done. But girl and guys, I am not trying to find a new car. No, not at all. I am not that kind of person anyways. I don't care about the latest cars. Hell, I don't know what most cars are. My husband would ask me about a car and I'd be like, what's that? What kind of brand? I don't know. You know, so, or I may ask him about a car, but because I'm curious, but he already know, my husband already know, I'm really not into cars like that. I don't really care about that. But so I will not, y'all, unless homegirl, you know, completely goes out, I'm keeping her. She gonna be with me for the long haul. I don't want another car note for another 5 years. So I have to try to figure out how I'm gonna keep her popping in good condition for the next 5 years. I need a break. Okay, I need a break. So I'm gonna take this money that I no longer have a car note for, because I was using that. I was paying my car note from my full-time job, my regular full-time job, not my second job. I used my second job to like pay off my credit card bills, but I flipped it over to pay off this car note here. So I no longer have that line item coming out of my my full-time job paycheck, you know. So I'm excited, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm gonna cut this video. I just wanted to share my excitement with y'all, and I wanted to share with you guys how my experience was on this trying to pay off my car aggressively journey. It's a journey within a journey. Okay, I did a journey within a journey. But I wanted to share with y'all because I'm so excited. And I just love to hear these kind of stories from people too when I'm watching YouTube and everything. I love to hear these stories of people paying stuff off, you know, aggressively or not aggressively. But just to watch their excitement makes me excited. Just to watch their excitement inspires me. So I'm really hoping that this video inspires somebody to look at what it is that you want to do. Look at what you wanted to do aggressively and tackle that, knowing that you're about to be uncomfortable for a little bit. But that's all right, because it's going to pay off in the end. Okay, you're going to have greater success. and you're going to learn discipline, you're going to learn self-control, and you're going to be in control of your finances a little bit more. So thank you guys for joining me on this little bit of a mini journey of paying off my car. I appreciate y'all watching this video. And again, I really hope that this is inspirational to y'all. I'm so happy. Praise the Lord. I'm free from my car note, that is. But thank y'all. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank y'all for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate all of y'all. Please share if you like. And until the next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.